The UPMC Magee Women's Hospital nurses are still undergoing considerable union busting as they wait for their union election. And I came across this post on Reddit someone sent me. I don't normally share things from Reddit because it's not always the most credible, but this is just their firsthand perspective of being in management during a union busting campaign, and you need to hear it. I'm watching the Magee nurses on their social media and on the news with interest and a little guilt. I was a unit manager at a Pennsylvania hospital when they had a union vote, and I see the same tactics being used on these nurses as I saw used on my nurses then. I feel like I have to say something now because I didn't then. I never felt great about the role I played. We were pressured into pressuring nurses, and I always felt wrong about it. I grew up around unions. My mom was a teacher, and so from the start, I knew what they were telling us to say wasn't true and didn't make sense. But staying neutral was not an option, and they made that very clear to us. Now that I no longer work there, I hope this information makes its way to the nurses at Magee. The lawyers that the hospital hired would ask for personal information about my nurses that they would then use to craft messages aimed at dissuading them. For example, for the younger nurses, I had to tell them that everything would be done by seniority and they would never get the vacation they wanted ever again. But I knew that wasn't true, and it still isn't true there now. They'd tell us that nurses would lose everything if they voted for a union, but it was obvious to me that that couldn't be true because I saw how scared admin was. But I had to pass that information on because I didn't have a choice. I don't know if any supervisors there got a bonus or not, and I was told that if our department voted against the union, we would get a bonus for showing good leadership. I never got any bonus. All the crap we were told to pass on never came true when the nurses ended up getting a union. And this is so common. This is the story over and over again. Managers are also targeted by the union busters. They are taught what to say and what to say to whom specifically. They are just as much a pawn. However, they do get to see the other perspective, right? And they see how scared management is, and they know why they want the union to come out. So I do not hold them blameless at all. They know what they're doing. They at least have some inkling that what they're doing is not true and it's wrong and it's selling out nurses. They are just as culpable in this. But just know that if you and where you work are the victims of union busting, it is the same old story, the same tactics that they've always used, regurgitated since the dawn of time. It never changes. It is so predictable, and they lie, and they're paid so well to lie.